this project today, kind of on a whim. This is not so much a whim, but this one kind of is. So what I'm doing is I am making two different types of oxymels today. Oxymels are just herbal preparations using apple cider vinegar and honey. Okay, and then you just choose your herbs, right? So this one is nettle and licorice root. And the reason I turn it upside down is because you just want to get it really mixed in well. You know, that honey is very sticky. And then this one is hibiscus, which is so yummy with nettle. And I added a little licorice in this too, so this will be a new twist. So I can't wait to try these. They're very similar to just making a tincture, except you're not using alcohol, you're using vinegar in this case, and honey. And I'm gonna do what I normally do, let these sit for probably a couple months, you know, at least 6 weeks. And every day you turn them over just to make sure. Now, the first day, especially when there's honey involved, I turn it over several times. And you can see it's leaking a little bit. I'm not using the metal bands and lids because with the vinegar they rust out, so I'm just using these plastic lids, which just aren't, and even though they're supposed to be airtight, they're really just not. I've learned anyway, so, but they do fine, you know. And you can always use parchment paper in between your metal bands if that's all you've got, you know. But anyhow, so oxymels are great, and the reason I like them so much is when you want to extract minerals from a plant, you really kind of need to do a vinegar extraction or even a water extraction. The alcohol extractions, like a tincture, they're just not going to get those minerals, you know, not as much anyhow. So nettle on its own, like if you make a tea, it's not the most pleasant tasting tea. But if you make an oxymel and you add another herb in there with it, it often makes it so much more palatable, and it's just great for your hair and your nails, and just, you know, just consider all those minerals that your body needs and what minerals do for the body. Anyhow, this is my project, or at least one of them today. I've been pretty busy with projects, but I always like sharing what I'm doing, and that way if you see something you like, or if you say, hey, what are you doing, like you're doing it wrong, you know, let me know. But I've done a little research, and I feel like, you know, just with the experience I've had over the years, that I'm on the right track here. So nettle root and licorice root, nettle leaf and licorice root, and then hibiscus leaf, licorice root, just a little licorice root in this one, and then the rest nettle leaves. And I can't wait to taste these. They're a little tangy. You can use them for cooking, or you can, you can just take them by the tablespoon. You probably know apple cider vinegar is really great for digestion. And, you know, nettle and licorice root, you know, both anti-inflammatory. Licorice root is an adaptogen, also anti-inflammatory, also an antiviral. So lots of really wonderful benefits for making an oxymel. You can pour it on a salad if you like that tangy taste. So it really kind of is just up to you. But this is what I am up to at the moment. Let me know if you have any questions.